Yo, 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 what is up? We're back. Well, welcome back to Miller Uncensored, episode 7.
Episode
Happy
7.
Yeah.
My
Happy Cinco de
gosh.
Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
We're rocking the
Sombrero.
sombreros.
They don't fit with our headphones. So.
They don't fit with the headphones.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. We're taking these off. We're done.
All right. That was good. You know, it was like Cinco de Drinko is in effect.
You're all about Cinco de Drinko.
I just think it's a hilarious thing that we've attached ourselves to in this country. And it's like, yeah, woo.
Yeah, no,
Cinco de
like
Mayo.
we'll just create a holiday
Yeah.
for like just so we have an excuse to like get drunk.
Yeah. Like we need one.
Yeah, we already have like
So
a ton.
yeah, for sure. Everything is like a holiday.
Yeah,
Let's party.
you know, like Christmas,
Okay.
eggnog, Halloween. You know, we chill outside of our houses, and all the kids go and like get candy while we get drunk.
And like Jello shots and
Thanksgiving, we all sit at the table and get drunk.
football, get drunk, play some
Football,
card
get
games.
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Super Bowl, get drunk.
Bit of a,
I
bit
can't
of
believe
a
Super Bowl is a goddamn holiday.
alcoholic country we live in.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
yes.
that's what free will will do for you.
Yeah, it is. It's a dangerous thing. You know, everyone's like, "Oh, it's so great to be free." Is it
Yeah.
free for our own vices? We've already talked about this. It's your choice. Make a choice.
People just getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Fucked
Yeah.
up, man.
So we're excited to be back again. We've had lots of fun.
Yeah, we've been
And,
posting hella clips,
Hope y'all
so
seen
that's been
them.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully getting it out there a little bit more.
Yeah, so welcome back. My mother, his grandmother, gets in, and possibly she might be our first guest on,
She probably will be.
which will be next Monday, the next post. So we'll see about that. Nanny will be in the house. Nanny's Buckeyes will be in the house, so we'll get all kinds of fun stuff for her. You never know what you're going to get out of her mouth. So
No.
always an adventure.
Yeah, she's a curveball for sure.
Yeah, totally. So we did talk. We had a discussion about a topic. You know, we kind of go freestyle a lot, but like we had a topic that we want to discuss, and you know, I'm assuming you have seen it. We've seen it. I've seen too much of it, but like this fucking Mando.
Yeah, and the
deodorant.
degree.
Well, no, dude, that's new. Like they're
They
getting into that
copied
market.
that just
Yeah.
because they
You
know,
know
a
there's
bunch
gonna
of
be
people
more,
are
dude. There's
being
gonna be, like-
stinky asses.
Yeah, there's gonna be more. There's gonna be like Old Spice, and there's gonna be like Speed Stick.
No, no
Dude,
way.
they're all gonna get into that market.
No,
They're gonna be like,
They won't. They won't. No
Yeah.
way.
I
They
mean,
won't.
they already got into it. There's
I don't
another.
think they will. I think degree is just kind of falling off.
Well, all I know is like, look, who the fuck needs 72-hour freaking deodorant care? Like, fucking wash your stinking ass. Like, I take a shower a day, sometimes two, sometimes three. Like what? Oh, I'm gonna, you know, like, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, man, I haven't showered in 2 days, but you know, I sprayed some Mando on my balls, so I'm sure they're smelling great. Like, that's ridiculous. Up to 72 hours of protection. Who the fuck doesn't shower for 72 hours? And we discussed this.
I don't know. I think there's a few industries that, you know,
What
go a little
industry
bit.
would that be?
I don't know. Oil rigging,
How about, dude, shut up. They have good showers.
like
on those rigs.
engineering. Like I don't know. Like
Engineering? What? How about camping? I'm going to take some Mando on my camping trip. I might not be in the water for like.
I don't know. Like even like when I'm out camping, I kind of rock. I like to rock in my own must because like
It's just
you
like
know, I'm
part
out
of
there,
it.
like out there in the wilderness.
Okay,
being,
so
like, a
that you don't
man.
even you don't even take Mando on your freaking camping trip the last 3 days, 72 hours, up to 72 hours. I don't want to hang around anyone that hasn't washed their ass for 72 hours.
Yeah, but how would you know if they were, you know, if they
I
were
won't
applying the
know.
Mando?
I'm merely stating the obvious that it's just like gross. That's the selling point. You can just be just a dirty scumbag and not wash any of your parts. You know, I was thinking about this. You know, we talked about it. We were like discussing the whole Mando thing, and it's been all over, all like
The
sports channels and
all
whatever.
that,
Maybe
yeah.
y'all don't know about Mando, but if you're stinky, go get some. But seriously, like you go and you like pick up a girl for like a date, like going on a date and you like pick her up and you go to the door and she comes out and you're like, oh, we're going to go to dinner. We're going to go here. And she smells like awesome, like
Yeah.
perfume and her hair's all beautiful. And you're like, oh my God, like you smell so good. Like you smell great. And she's like, oh yeah, thank you. That's really awesome. I was really excited for this date. And I was like, yeah, I was excited too. And I haven't showered in fucking 3 days, but I threw on some fucking Mando in my balls and it should be a good date. Like, what? Come on. That's ridiculous.
Dude, it's I don't know. I think for where we're going in society, I think it works out perfectly.
Where are we go? I thought society, we're supposed to get like better and cleaner and healthier.
We're supposed to progress.
So now we're gonna go less showering?
Dude.
I mean, if it's Billy, it's like 1873 and it's Billy the Kid and there was a Mando around. Okay, not a lot of internal plumbing.
Ain't got no
not a lot of
shampoo.
showers. Yeah, like so that's just
Showers.
I don't know. I'm sorry if you are rocking the Mando and you feel good about it.
Well, it's also like it could also be like, some people can just wear Mando like day to day.
Okay.
Maybe they like Mando.
Also I think that or what is it, the degree now is doing
the
it?
degree, the 72 hour.
Yeah, so maybe you're just
like the or no, it's like the big fat people ads, and they're like get between like your grooves and like all your like skin and all your like extra shit.
Like layers.
Yeah, like what the fuck? No,
Man,
I
I'd be
don't
showering.
even like watching the fucking commercial.
I'd be showering a lot more. And then it's like now it's like everyone's just like pulling their waistband out and like spraying down their junk.
Why?
I'm like, what?
Isn't that kind of bad for
Are
you
you
too?
are
Like,
you smelling
do
your
you wanna have
junk?
kids?
Like, are you smelling
I don't know.
your junk?
Do you not smell your junk?
I don't ever smell my junk.
No, you
okay?
never do that.
I've
You know, a little scratch and sniff.
No, okay. That's funny. No, I don't. If I have a concern, you know what I do? It's right around the corner here. It's called a shower. Takes about 4 minutes to clean your
some people don't want to get in the shower. It takes too much effort.
Well, these are the stinky sons of bitches that are buying fucking Mando and Degree, because that's awful. I'm sorry. I'm not a stinky person. And maybe Mando's great for someone that's like stinky. They wear it as regular deodorant because it's like 72-hour protection. But maybe their body has a stink level of like 24 hours is like for some 72 hours worth of funk. Because some people are stinkier than others. Like, some people have body like
you
BO.
just have more body odor.
Like I have like sweat. Like I smell sweaty and a little
yeah,
stale.
I have a little bit BO. I mean,
It takes a while though.
For you, really?
Does it take a while for you?
No, I mean, if I'll go like a day and I'll stink.
Take a shower or two.
Dude, sometimes I knew people in high school that just.
Dude, that's just, I don't know.
They were like, it also, Mando kind of reminds me of the people that have like all the grease in their hair. You can like see it. They like have a comb over. And you can like see,
People are like, I just have greasy hair. I'm like, no, dude, you haven't washed your
you
shit
probably
in like
haven't
4 days.
Yeah, you probably haven't showered in like a few days.
I can't. Do they? Is there a Mando shampoo, or is it just deodorant?
I think it's just. I think they might have dry shampoo, like the stuff you spray.
What
do you not know what dry shampoo
no,
is? A lot of
no.
girls use it.
Oh, because they like don't want to like mess with their hair. And
Yeah,
wash it too
like
much,
because
so
they
it's,
just
like,
have
long.
so much hair. Yeah.
All right, maybe I don't. Maybe someone needs to enlighten me. Comment. Let me know where I'm wrong. I could be wrong about the old Mando thing, but I shower. I like showers. I frequently use them.
I like showers.
And
I like showers too.
I wash off and then I don't really smell too bad for another 12 hours.
No, I mean that too though. Like I don't know. Some people just they felt like it was more of like a chore to shower than it was to like just like feel good and like feel clean and like yeah.
I think that I feel like it's a bonus. Like I'm like we have indoor plumbing and like a water heater.
Well,
and the
you
showers
think
are
about it
sick.
differently because these kids don't know what they got. They're just living their life and they're just stinky.
Oh, dude. Stinky. Poo poo. Ooh, stinky. All right, the Mando thing. And here's the thing, we wanted to segue into another thing, another discussion. Now that we're done with the Mando discussion, is maybe these people are conserving water for the planet
Bro,
by not showering.
that is a stretch.
What do you think, dude?
That's a stretch.
That could be true.
That's a stretch. But anyways, we're going into water because we wanted to
No,
talk about
I'm
water.
just saying maybe that's their thing. It's like, why am I going to shower my whole
Bullshit.
body?
No.
Why? No,
Do you think they're environmentalists? No.
they're definitely They're definitely fucking with the environment with their stinky ass.
They're messing with the environment more by using like
Petroleum
Mando.
based.
Yeah, like Mando. Like
Yeah.
like petroleum based freaking
like personal care products.
scented stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So that's bullshit.
Okay, but maybe they haven't gone out that far, but maybe. And so they're just like, I'll use less water.
Dude, they're not environmentalists.
And why am I going to wash my whole body when I just have like 2 or 3 stinky, funky regions? And I'll just like, man, look at Mando this. I'll Mando this.
I think that's
I'll Mando
also,
this.
I think that's also kind of what
Mando
people don't shower for.
Mando it up.
Is that like they only are stinky in a couple places?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they're saving water. Like, why would I take a whole shower to shower my body when I get just
not even like save water. They're just like, why would I take a shower? Just takes time, effort.
Man, I don't know. Like, we're back on Mando again, but like, I just maybe everyone's not out to like go out with a girl and like have a good time, and maybe like find them maybe like maybe find themselves in bed with a nice hot lady or something, and she's like, yeah, let's freaking do this, and you're like, no, I haven't showered in 72 hours, but I did put on some Mando. Like, what are you talking about? You stink, fool. I'm out. I am out.
But you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you'd learn pretty quick.
Unless you got like some fungus down there.
Dude,
growing
all I know is freaking I would
hours.
know if I'm in bed with a woman who hasn't showered in 72 hours.
Not if they had Mando on.
I think my son got a deal with Mando, and he's not telling me about it. That's why he's defending it. And he's not sharing the royalties of... He's already got the royalties for Mando.
I'm providing a different perspective and a counterclaim for Mando.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Don't get me wrong. That shit is nasty. Don't wear Mando. Or you can wear Mando. Just
Mando's cool. I have zero problem with Mando.
Just don't.
I don't like how they. I don't like how they
advertise it. They advertise it, and they're like 72 hours.
72 hours of care.
Does it? I mean, but if they need to like explain it more, like, will it last after your shower?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's gonna last 72 hours, like,
if it lasts after your shower, then it would make sense.
Is it like
water repellent?
Yeah, like spackle.
It's water repellent.
Yeah, it's got latex in it, and it sticks to your skin.
That sounds even worse, though.
Maybe just you put latex under your armpit, and it just seals everything in, and you never smell it again till you die because your pores are clogged. I mean, I don't know. We should do some investigating because there's definitely some questions.
Anyway, we're moving on to water.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is all the water?
I've already explained this.
Yeah, I know.
I've already explained this. The water, our bodies.
But I did the math.
I know. Do we have the math with us? Do you have your paperwork?
No, I don't have the paperwork, but I have it in my head.
Okay, you got it.
I got it up here.
Okay. So our discussion was water, and everyone's freaking out about like, where's all the water? Where's all the water? The ice caps have melted substantially.
They actually grew.
Well, southern.
They grew in the last
Antarctica?
year.
Antarctica.
I'm pretty sure Antarctica grew.
The Arctic Circle is the North Pole, and the Antarctica is south. But they said first time in what, like 25 years?
Yeah.
The sheet grew more than it was last year at the same time. It's kind of cool. Once again, that's climate change. We're about to head into a freaking another, we're going to be a frozen
ice age.
Ice age. We're going to the ice age now.
We're going to the ice age now. We were just about to go into the fucking
carbon.
Apocalyptic fucking, like carbon monoxide poisoning.
Carbon is now causing everything to freeze.
Yeah.
All right. So, but where's the water? When I was young, there were 3.2 billion people in the world. And my argument is, where's the water? Our bodies are 85% water. There's twice as many plus human beings. That's carrying around a shitload of water.
70% human beings at roughly 200 pounds puts it at like 100
Wasn't it trillions that we figured out?
well, it was
Like gallons?
200 and it's 280 cubic miles of water that's gone.
Yeah, it's
Or
not
that's
gone.
in humans.
It's gone. It's not gone.
It's in humans.
Like people are like, where'd the
But
water go? I'm like,
300, I'm pretty sure it's 300 trillion. 300 trillion cubic miles. And it's like 180 cubic miles is like humans. So it's like a third. So
a third
of the water.
If our theory is
of-
right.
I mean, but you could say fresh water. I mean, would that count salt water too, though?
No. The ice
'Cause
caps
the lakes are gone.
Well, no, but the ice
Lakes
caps
are-
are all fresh water. All of that is fresh water.
Yeah, but it's going into the ocean, so it's not necessarily.
I'm just saying it's all. It's not.
Do we
it's not,
count that
it's
as
not
fresh
seawater.
water? We don't count that as ice right now.
Well, it's the same thing though. That has fallen from the sky. That is snow. And then the areas around where it's melting freeze, and that's still fresh water. At best, it's brackish water. It's like half and half. But like that's where the fresh water is in the polar ice caps, because it's the snow that has fallen and created the ice caps. So that's fresh water. That's not seawater. That's not salt water. And that's what's melted. And it's melted to increase the ability for humans to reproduce. And that's why all the water is tied up in humans. That's a lot of humans.
It's a third of the water.
Yeah. A third. Well, is it a third of the water? Or the third of the water that we've lost.
It's third of the water. It's the third of the water that we've lost.
Supposedly, they're like where
It's
it
in
is.
humans.
I mean, look at the reality.
Calculation.
The reality of the planet is we haven't lost anything. Nothing leaves the planet.
Well, yeah, no matter can be destroyed or created. So yeah,
It just moves.
it's just in a different area.
I mean, like people are like,
Probably water underground. A lot of it.
well, tons of it. But I mean, the whole point is, I mean, there's water in that tree. There's water in the palm tree. There's water everywhere. Anything organic normally has some water associated with it. But like people are like, oh, we lost it. We didn't lose it. It's still on the planet. Nothing leaves the planet. Our atmosphere keeps everything in it.
I guess you're right too about like the plants and all that. Like there's more plants
It changes. It migrates. It's like
in different
moving.
areas.
Yeah. But like we didn't lose anything. We didn't wake up and go, oh shit, where's the water? Like it's got to be in other stuff. Otherwise,
I mean, when do you think? Do they have projections on when all the fresh water will be gone?
I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of climatologists that have all kinds
Based on like
of doomsday freaking.
like previous, but like even if the fresh water all like went away, wouldn't we just like figure out how to?
We already know how to desalinize freaking ocean water. I mean, we already know how to do it.
Yeah, so why is it?
And they're pretty
Yeah, I
deep.
guess that's like not why
The Pacific Ocean's
people
pretty
are freaking out.
deep. I think everybody kind of likes to fit their narrative around what they think is happening. In general, like all people, oh, well, this is why, so this is why this is. And it's like, I don't know. I've always been I think human beings are by nature arrogant and cocky, and they think that they freaking have all the answers to like this planet. I mean, how can like supposedly 4 billion years of this planet
That's why we might be aliens.
be solved? Yeah, be solved by like what? What are we around? What are we around for? Freaking 10,000, 20,000 years as humans? Truly intelligent humans, like 10,000, maybe. Like the pyramids are what, like 8,000 BC or 4,000 BC? I don't even know. But like,
2000.
okay, so like we haven't even been around for shit.
40,000 years.
As like, yeah, that's like our current form. 4 billion,
But
40,000 years.
agriculture started like, yeah, roughly like 4,000 years ago.
But we got it figured out. Like we got the planet
And then
figured
it took
out.
us like 200 years from where we're at right now to like get past agriculture. Or no, it took another 2,000 years from when agriculture started to then go into the Industrial Revolution. And then that into like space within like 200.
Yeah.
So we cut it down pretty fast.
Yeah, but like our intelligence level is not nearly capable of analyzing the planet.
To what level?
I'm just saying, like, yeah, we know
We're
there's
at 0.7 of a Type 1 civilization. Basically being able to control all of the resources on the planet.
What does that mean? We get to 1 and then we're there?
We get to 1, but by the time we're 1, we basically, like, can, like, single-handedly, like, just, you know, control the planet's energy. Stuff like that.
I just don't believe that. I don't believe that we can do that.
You don't believe that we can do that?
No. I don't think we have control. Like, I don't think we have control of this planet at all.
Someone's going to figure out a renewable energy source, and it's going to be different. I don't know.
Yeah, but nothing's renewable. I mean, the number one resource we have, we don't really use for shit, and
Water.
It sucks.
I mean, water.
I think, no, I'm saying energy-wise.
What?
The sun. We're bombarded all day long, every day. Everything should be solar. Why can't we capture
enough?
Why can't we we need to be working on that. I'd be going to the oil companies. I'd be like, look, you guys are running the show. You're making a shitload of money. Why don't we make a deal, make it easier for you guys to pump your shit out and make your money? But let's find a way for you to freaking invest some of that cash, which is a ton, into figuring out solar. Like, when the sun is out, it should be captured somehow.
Yeah. No, I like your idea on the whole thing of
and the world, the
solar,
planet.
and we basically, while the sun's over here, we could power, like, you know, China.
Well, that's the thing, is everyone's like, what about batteries?
You know,
batteries. I'm like, no, we don't need batteries. Well, we're in darkness, and Australia and the South Pacific is in light. We're pulling their energy, which is more than enough. And when we're in light, it's more than enough for the other side of the country too, or the world too.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a bunch of transatlantic cables, trans-Pacific cables that, I mean, everyone thinks that all this digital technology is like through the air. It's not. Like, our digital voice call goes to the nearest tower, then goes underground and still is transferred by hard wire.
Yeah.
It's not like you're calling grandma in Germany and it's going overseas through the air digitally.
Yeah, no.
Okay. It's on a hard line of fiber optic cable that runs under the ocean floor.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what's the difference? They're like, oh, we could never do that. I'm like, well, we've done it with communications, so we should do it with freaking solar to this country and that country. But obviously there's people that would not be super excited about like free energy from the sun, because that would eliminate some major businesses. And I dare say that the people that own oil companies have a little bit of power. So, hey, I'm only kidding. I love ExxonMobil, and I'm good. Don't come find me.
These guys are scumbags.
Pretty much. But hey, like Billy Bob says in friggin' Landman, you know, it's not my fucking fault we created a petroleum-based society. We can't shut this shit down, no.
There's someone at my goddamn job who calls me Billy Bob's son. He says I look like Billy Bob's son.
You do not. Okay, have you seen Billy Bob's son?
No.
You're going to be so pissed, dude. I think you go in there and kick that guy's fucking ass right now.
Dude, he like says
he's
it
not
all
a
the time.
good-looking dude, and you're freaking good-looking, because I know I am, and you're my son.
Yeah, but
no,
he says he's a pretty good-looking dude.
Who says this?
The customer or the guest.
Whatever. He's not. Look it up. Get your phone.
I don't know. What do you mean, get my phone?
Where's your phone at, dude?
Recording.
I don't know. I'm just. Oh, that's right. We should get my phone, dude. That is bullshit.
What the fuck are you talking about? Huh? Hold up.
All right. I'm just saying, man. You are not that. Not even close.
What?
Dude, I binged that whole fucking series for a weekend, and I never one time was like, boy, that looks like Marky. No, it never happened. But Billy Bob and Landman, it's a good watch. Just saying.
This guy?
Let me see. Yeah.
That's his son?
That's his son.
Are you sure?
That's his son. That's Cody. I think it's Cody. I guess he's not as creepy looking as I thought he was. He did get his ass kicked in one of the episodes, so he was a little uglier then.
This kid?
Yeah, that's probably him out of... Yeah, that's it.
What? You do not look like this guy at all.
I don't think so either. I mean, I don't know. So...
I do not look like this kid at all. What?
Well, he's kind of like tall, like, you know what I mean? He's like tall and like,
That's wild, though.
yeah, I don't see it. Like I said, I don't see it at all. But whatever. Is he calling you like Cody or anything? Like,
No.
he just says you look like Billy Bob's
No,
son.
yeah.
I mean, Billy Bob's cool and all. That's awesome. And the show's awesome
Can't
for
believe
sure.
the guy's name's Billy Bob.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob.
Yeah.
Why is that?
That's, I don't know. His mom and dad named him that. I don't know. So if you're wondering where the water went, look around. It's in all the people. And if we got rid of a bunch of people, there'd be a bunch more. I'm just saying, like a bunch of people died off or whatever, like a real COVID instead of like a fake COVID. You'd end up with a lot more water.
Because if COVID was real, that would have been a freakish thing.
Yeah. Well,
People just getting clipped.
Well, no, it's things like you think about like an airborne virus that's deadly. It's over. Yeah. 3 months. 3 months. World population. Then you're going to get a lot of, then you're going to see some sea rise real quick. Won't matter though. There's no humans living there. So just turn Florida into a swamp, but that's cool.
Would it actually make the oceans rise? How?
Well, I'm just saying all those people would be dead.
Yeah, but I don't
think
all
that moisture,
the ocean rise. I think it would
all that moisture go back in the environment.
Yeah, all the moisture would go back into the environment, but we'd stop cooking the environment. So if anything, shit would get colder.
Maybe. I mean, we don't know. We act like we know like what it does and how it does it. I don't think we know shit. What did I say last time? What do I know? What do you know? I know what I know. There's only one thing I know.
Dude, I don't know. I'd like to think that the scientists kind of know what they're talking about.
Dude, you are the biggest conspiracy theorist ever, and you're believing a bunch of scientists that are like looking at like ice cores from Antarctica, and they're like, "Oh, I know what was going on a million years ago."
Ice cores are actually kind of pretty good.
Maybe
pretty good sense of information about.
I just think
what the water was doing back in the day.
That all of our science and all of our scientific understanding is based on a very limited sample of life, and we are like such a blip on the planet's surface that we have this certain arrogance about like our time here, when in reality we haven't been here for shit. We have not been here very long at all. Like in the scope of the planet's life, this would be like a blink.
Yeah.
I mean, whole of like educated, like 2,000 years, really 2,000, 3,000 years of like truly like educated, like learning, growing human existence. That's really about what it is. About 1,000 years. And then obviously Egyptian culture's a one-off. We can get into that whole discussion later. But how did we get so smart to do all that and then got dumber? I don't, whatever. But like real human progress in societies and has really been about,
I don't know. I can see how we got dumber again.
3,000 years.
It's like the Dark Ages.
Yeah, but it's not like, it just doesn't make sense that you could get that smart and then like everybody would like, who was intelligent died.
Dude, who's calling you?
I don't know. That's the bark. So it's either Ed or one of the girls. Not anymore. We're good.
Tell them to fuck off.
We're doing a pod. Fuck off. I don't know.
How do they not know what's going on?
I don't know. I'm merely stating the fact that like I think we're arrogant. It's just it's like that whole COVID thing. It's like, oh hey, if everybody just like goes.
I don't know. Everyone was pretty humble about that shit.
Our government wasn't humble. They fucking had it all figured out. They knew exactly what to do.
Well,
come on, inject.
They were at least they were trying to do something.
At first, they were trying to do something, and then they were like, "You got to get it. You got to get a shot. Get shots. Shot.
Zapped, dude.
You got to get pricked. Prick it up, man. All of them.
Nothing's really bad has happened from all that, though.
I don't know. We don't know. How are we ever gonna know?
I mean, I know a couple people that got pricked and they're doing all right.
I know. I'm not saying that everyone was going to die.
Got their boosters.
But all I'm saying is like they said everyone was going to die if you didn't get it. That's my point. I'm not saying that like everyone's like, oh, this does this and what is that mitochondrial, myocarditis, like that heart disease from getting the shot. I don't know. Who knows if that's true or not. But the fact is like they were like selling it like if you don't get it, you're gonna die and you're gonna kill your grandmother.
Yeah, like you're gonna pass it on to her, and she's
Yeah,
gonna
and she'll
like
die,
get cooked.
and that's be your fault, and that's gonna be on your conscience. And like, dude, shut up. And then like, oh, kids, you can't go to school, even though they
That
figured
was
out
kind
really,
of crazy.
even though you can't. They figured out early on that like kids, even if they got it, would shed it in like a day, and then they were not even like were able to spread it. So the fact that we just kept kids at home, you were at the tail end of that. Maddie was in the middle of that. Like so many people were right in the middle of that. Like
I was in the middle of that
2
shit.
years of shit school.
I was a freshman in high school.
I mean,
when that
that's
shit
just
happened.
like awful.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, whatever your grades are, they're cool. You don't even have to pay attention. And if you don't even get online, no one gives a shit because we can't see. And, you know, just fucking do whatever you want. And, hey, parents, try to coach your kids into learning.
It was so baller, though.
Oh, I bet it was.
It was so baller. I got to stay inside and like play 2K with my boys like every day.
Stop.
And it was
dude.
like some of the funnest times, to be honest.
That shit is fucking whack, dude.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, you think it's whacked, but like, I mean, while it was happening, we were all just like, we don't really know what the fuck's going on, so we're kind of just gonna roll with the punches.
Exactly.
And you know,
it wasn't
it
good.
was. I don't know, man. It was like different. It was just different.
Different?
It was just different. I
You
mean, it
can't
changed a lot of things.
You can't
It
ask a
changed
13,
lot.
14-year-old kid to wake up and be like, yeah, I can't wait to get online and go to English.
Yeah, in my fucking Zoom class.
You know, no.
Yeah, dude, that shit did kind of suck. I mean, but also, like, when the second year came around and they made us stay home, but they were like, you know, yeah, like, if you guys don't get on, like, you're gonna fucking fail. And, like, dude, people would just be, like, in bed. People would just be in bed, like...
Like, ow.
Like, passed out.
But
They'd be like, and then they'd, like, wake up and be like, and it'd be, like, 11:30, and they'd be like, fuck, I missed all my classes.
Oh, shit.
I got on for the first one, and then I fucking missed them all. Well, time to hop on 2K.
Yeah.
Let's run it up, boys.
Yeah, let's play some video games.
And then I'm a DoorDash my Chipotle to my house because I can't go get it.
Yeah.
Nah, the only really bad parts that sucked for me was that I didn't get to work. Like, I wanted to, like, work.
I know. I was so sad. when
But it
was
was
like,
also not that long that I didn't get to work.
Yeah.
It was after, like, the 3 weeks or 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, because our governor was
You know, we got
sane.
to come back. Yeah, and he was like, yeah.
I'm not listening to you freaks on this
we need to-
side
we
or
need-
the freaks on this side. We need to get things going
Get things going again. Dude,
What?
how does someone not know what the fuck is going on right now?
I don't know. All right.
All right, we're back after this fucking fuck stick had to get on a goddamn fucking phone call. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I think I just need to go phone silent completely.
I'm surprised you didn't throw it on just the ringer.
Well, it is on silent, but it's like certain
It's
people
not
get
on-
through. You do, the girls do, and Ed does. It's only 4 people that are like notified
okay,
anyway. You know what I
see-
mean?
I see what you're saying.
I'm saying phone. I'm saying phone off.
Dude, just like,
Like
I mean,
there ain't nothing,
I don't even
no
got
power.
that- I don't even have that shit anymore. So
I'm just saying, man. It's something that is necessary. So yeah, that's where the water is, and
Dude, we moved on from water. You said water like fucking. 8
and
times,
that's
dude.
where you need to use the water
to wash your
to
stinky
wash your
fucking
stinking
ass.
ass, not go 72 hours without a shower. There you go. And this new platform that I'm trying to like figure out, it's so funny because you've like introduced me to all this AI shit, is this new platform has a lot of like AI, like it'll generate, like you take a bunch of pictures and then you select a picture and the AI like looks at the picture and generates like captions for you to send the picture out on like your social.
Yeah. You can do that with chat.
Scary.
Yeah, dude, I'm fully embracing AI. If they want to take off more over my brain, they can willingly.
I don't
me
even
as their
take over your
subject.
brain. I think they want to blow your brain up and get rid of you. There's no point.
They
There's no
don't
use.
want that. They need viable hosts.
All right. I hope so. I hope you're right.
They need hosts.
I mean, I really hope you're right.
So that they're like psychologically like manipulating us so that like we can, we can like do their bidding.
All right. I'd like to segue into like another subject. And I think we've talked about it a couple times because I think we talked about it in
I don't got shit. What are we eating? We getting fajitas?
I don't know. We can go get fajitas, but the cafe has like a.
You want to go get that special? We can go get the special.
I'm just saying the special is it's a tamale. It's a soft taco.
A tamale's even good. I've never even really had a tamale.
Dude, you got to branch out, man. All right.
I don't know. Fajita sounds really good.
Well, the fajitas at freaking the village
on the
or
hot pan, and they're all sizzling, and
dude, the village,
I can build them, and you get like 3 of them, right?
To the Village Tavern fajita, and it's a deal today. Like Monday
and
is
it's
fajita
a deal. So what?
Okay, I'm down with it, dude.
I'm down
love
with
it. I love it.
You can always go to the Deuce after and get more food.
No, I'm just saying. Like I just thought that was an interesting plate. It's like a chimichanga.
Is it just gonna be us 2 again, or
it's
what?
A soft. No, the girls are coming.
Both of them.
Malaya was going down to meet the cat.
Okay. So yeah, we getting a full team tonight.
We'll see. We'll see. Day
Sounds
ain't
good.
over.
Yeah, day ain't over.
Okay. In the state of Arizona, you are not allowed to be on your phone while driving.
Yeah, that's a law like everywhere, Miller.
Is that like
yes,
national now?
That's a national law. When was it not a national law?
Well, years ago it wasn't. Well, years ago it wasn't.
Really? You sure?
Well, definitely wasn't a law before we had fucking cell phones. And that wasn't too long ago either.
Dude,
so
you're
that's
50,
a new law.
Man. That was like 2000 they made that.
Okay, that's 25 years ago. That's not that far ago. That's not that long
No, but
ago.
that's like when cell phones like
I'm
became
merely stating.
More than just like put it up to your ear.
You're missing this point, okay?
Now cell phones are like, now I just put it in front of me and I can communicate through it.
No, that's the problem. I'm using it as a phone.
Yeah, because you're an unk.
I know. But the point is, I'm not allowed to be on my phone. I have to be hands-free, right? Just over my
over your
speakers in
like
the car
audio
or whatever.
Or Siri or whatever.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think that's a good policy. You know, I do. I think that's good, right? More concentration, more focus on the road. Don't be on your phone, dumbass, right?
I don't know, because they need to figure out how to make it better because they suck at it right now. And
I agree. But here's the problem I have. You try and
do something, and then you're like, oh, I can't get it to work, so I'm going to go get on my phone.
Of course. But here's the problem I have.
And then drive into someone.
Yeah. I can't have my phone next to my ear. But I can have some fucked up, yippy, spazzing dog on my fucking lap while I drive around town. That's okay.
That's okay.
An animal
Is that okay?
jumping around on my lap.
Is that okay?
Yes, it's not illegal. There ain't no law for that. Like I'm allowed to have a dog leaning out the window, standing on my arm. My arm is on the steering wheel. But that's how my dog likes to sit and smell the fresh air. Oh, but don't get on your phone, man. That's dangerous.
I think you need to go into more, get off of this and go more into your non-dog friendly patio anymore.
Well, I'm just saying, dude, how is it okay to have a dog jumping around in your fucking lap when you're driving, but I can't be on my phone? Come on. What's more distracting? Your dog?
You don't really give a fuck about your dog. You kind of give a fuck about your phone.
I don't give a fuck about my phone, and I don't have a dog that jumps around on my lap.
Yeah,
because when I drive, I like to focus on driving.
Regular people, they got their little like chihuahuas and
man, I'm so over the freaking. I am so over the
fluffy dogs and stuff, dude. You live in what city do we live in?
You're not allowed to talk about.
I know that's why I didn't say nothing. But we live in a city where it is like the pets are pampered.
Yeah. Well, they're not pampered on my patio anymore because they tried to attack my brother, and then they tried to attack me twice, and then they tried to attack a 5-year-old kid. And try to eat him.
My
he
dog,
never does that at home.
He never does that.
Well, you don't have a fucking 5-year-old at home that he wants to eat, but he did it today. He never does that. Never left the building 17 seconds ago.
No, I also like that one story where it's like that dog and she has her dog and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, he never does that. And you're like, never? Just went out the window.
Yeah, I mean, come on, never. He just did it, so never's over.
He just tried to bite my ankles off.
Dude, that one fucking dog, and I still have the jeans, I think.
They like not actually.
It knit my knee. It got my knee, but only got the jeans, and it ripped a hole in my jean. Like the front of its teeth got me just on the knee, but I jumped back, and it grabbed like that and tore like a little hole in my knee. Not in my knee, but in my jean.
Dude, there was a dog on the
And it was under the table.
where I worked at the other day, and it was very angry. Every time someone went outside, it was just, oh, 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 oh.
He never does that at home.
No,
Yeah,
they
because
never.
it's
They
you
never
two.
said that. They were
Because
just
it's
like
just the two of you at
they
home.
were just like choking it out with like the leash. To,
Well, I
like,
told
get
you
it
about
to,
the
like,
dog
shut
here.
up.
The dog tried to eat my ass here.
What, the one right over there?
Dude,
there?
he lost his shit, dude. And I saw him today. And the
Dude,
dog was coming
I
at me. He
thought
was
that they
stressing so much to get to me. And the old man was like holding it. And he had a hold of this thing, dude. And it was like, well, the time it tried to attack
Was
me.
it a big dog?
No. No, it was one of those little, I don't know, kind of a
Little shit
terrier.
breathers?
What's that?
Little shit breather?
Yeah. But it wasn't like a Shih Tzu or Havanese or anything like that, like a longer hair. It just was ratty, dude. It looked like it had fucking like ran out of its Rogaine and had like Propecia, and it looked like someone had some duct tape and spots and like torn it off so there wasn't hair there. It was just like missing hair. It was blotchy. You know what I mean?
Alopecia, man. Probably had
Alopecia. Yeah. And it just looked bad. It looked pissed. And after its behavior, I found out that it was pissed. But this dog came running at me to attack me. And the guy had the leash in his hand. And when he pulled back on the leash, it was the perfect time for it to reach the end of the leash. And it like went up in the air. Like it flung up it had so much momentum that it went up in the air, and it like went up in the air, but then like the leash caught and like swung the dog's ass around because, you know, the momentum of the body was still there, and it like flung it around, and the dog like landed and kind of rolled on its like side. It was kind of like, oh shit, like I just got fucked up. I don't know how, but like it like got up and like stabilized. It was like, I don't know what just happened, but it almost did like a somersault. Dude. And then the guy still had a hold of it, and he was like, no, Skippy, no. And I was like, fuck that. That dog wants to kill me.
Fucking get your dog under control.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, and I'm like, now they were walking, and I was like, nope, I took a totally different path. I was like, I'm going over here. Because the dog was like seriously coming at me, like, let's go over there. I want to eat someone. I want to bite like some human flesh because I'm pissed. And some asshole.
How did dogs get like that?
Okay. Let's be clear. I don't believe in bad dogs.
Because like
I'm not a bad dog believer.
Isn't like my dog will like only get really like excited if it sees another dog. You know, it doesn't really like she doesn't, you know, bark at other humans. Like she's just like she's excited to meet other humans.
I don't know, man. I think that some little dogs I don't believe in bad dogs. I don't. I think dogs are awesome. I'm a huge dog fan.
Yeah.
So I don't want to come off as like someone that doesn't, because I love dogs.
Yeah.
Like I'm the guy that's just going to dive in the middle of like 20 puppies and just be like in it.
Fuck yeah.
You know, and even any dog, big dog, small dog, like I love dogs. I believe in fucked up bad dog owners. You know, I think most of these dogs, especially everyone goes out and get rescue dogs, and I think that's cool. But like understand the limitations of your rescue dog. It's not like your black lab that you've had your whole life and your family is nurtured and it's been around humans and it's like adjusted so well. Like it never got kicked, it never got beat up. But like these rescue dogs,
how do they not like acclimate? But how do they not like acclimate?
I think once they have I think dogs' minds aren't as necessarily intelligent. Shit, humans don't get over shit. Humans carry their baggage with them the rest of their lives, let alone a fucking dog's little brain. It's like, all I know is you look like a lot like the guy that kicked me that one day.
Yeah, like why?
And I mean, that's why dogs are pissed.
Owners are like cool with it.
I think rescue dogs a lot are like animals that got beat up and like not like in a like really bad, like got treated really badly. I mean, why else would the dog be that pissed? I mean, none of our dogs have ever been that pissed. They were all like, hell yeah, they love people.
Pretty chill. Yeah.
You know, but they were in a good environment. No different than like a human that was in a really shitty environment. It's fucking pissed too. And its brain's 10 times the size of a dog. So I think that I don't believe in bad dogs. Like I look at these dogs that like tried to eat me on the patio or eat Ed or that little rat dog Cotton that used to sit under table 11 at the restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, Ed just walked by one day. I mean, he had played with that dog 10 times. All of a sudden, dude, it just came out from underneath the table. It was just like, like totally psycho. And Ed like jumped out of the way, almost like busted his ankle and shit.
Holy shit, man! You need to get your fucking dog.
And that's when I went to them and I'm like, hey, you guys, I'm sorry. Like, oh no, that wasn't it. I was like, cool. And I was like, dude, why are you like messing with that dog? And he's like, fuck you. I didn't do shit, man. I just walked by and I'm like, that doesn't like you, man. I don't know. Like it doesn't like you. And then it tried to come at some like another 5-year-old kid that came in with his mom. And they were like walking right by the communals there. And that Cotton was like, I mean, like went crazy. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, you guys can't bring Cotton in.
A dog friendly.
Yeah, we're done. We're done being dog friendly. Like we're done.
We tried.
But we are dog friendly. We're not dumbass dog owner friendly.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like people are like, oh well, it's a rescue dog. Okay, if it's a rescue dog, someone didn't want it. That's abandonment, no matter what, and probably because someone kicked it and it hurt it or damaged it in some way.
Then it bit them.
Bit them, and they're like, dude, I'm taking you out in my car 5 miles away, and I'm letting you out. And sorry, I tried. And like, yeah, great. That's so cool that you go get like a rescue dog, but like. Okay, just because you have a rescue dog doesn't mean it can go out in public with other people. Like Jake's dog was totally psychotic. It's a Chihuahua, dude. That thing was scary. Like it's still scary. Like when people come over, they put a muzzle on the dog. A muzzle, like a fat leather with like 4 metal. It looked like fucking Hannibal Lecter in freaking Silence of the Lambs.
Why? Like why?
Because it's so aggressive and angry and pissed off.
If you had a dog like that, why would you like keep it around?
I don't know. I mean, it's like a nice thing to like, all right, I'm going to keep this dog like and give it like somewhat of a better life rather than euthanize it. But like this thing's crazy. Like when I got over to his house that day, dude, the thing came at me, guns ablazing, and he like grabbed it.
Jesus Christ, dude, that's like insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But I don't, like I said, I don't believe that there's like really bad dogs. I don't think there's bad breeds. You know, I think some dogs might have a little more testosterone in them, so they're a little more aggressive. I mean, that's likely, right? You know, different breeds and whatnot. But like, I don't think there's a lot of bad dogs. I think you know, dogs been treated badly, and then their behavior is mirrored by like, you know, that poor treatment.
For sure.
And which sucks because you're like, now I got to make sure the dog doesn't come here anymore. But really, I just would rather just get rid of the human.
Dude, I thought that fucking raccoon out there the other day was a fucking dog.
Why don't you talk a little bit about the raccoon,
thing was
dude?
Fucking
So
crazy shit.
Where was it?
Dude, I was actually freaked out.
Dude, raccoons are a little freaky. And I don't think I've even seen a raccoon out here.
No,
are you sure it was a raccoon?
Dude, that thing was a fucking raccoon. What else would it have been?
I've been trying to think what it could have been, and I don't have an answer.
Yeah.
So
no,
it was a raccoon.
I parked outside and I was like, you know, getting ready to just come in and chill. It was already like late. It was already like nighttime, so it was like not a weird thing to happen. But dude, like,
where were you?
I was walking up there, and then I was
by
like
the dumpster,
and I walked up and I like kind of like saw something like.
So where was it?
It was in the trash can. I think it like had jumped from the trash can like over the wall. That like kind of like the wall that kind of walls in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Fucking jumped that shit and fucking like scurried down, and I was like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Are you fucking serious? Like, no. Like, no way that was real. And I was like, oh, that was definitely a raccoon, but I didn't know at this point. I was like, just like kind of like
one of those things you like see some shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like freaked out.
What the fuck was that? Like, was it a cat? Was it like some fucking, I don't even fucking know. But I fucking walked out.
Did someone
I
let
was
their
like,
ferret
I was
out?
like swinging wide, like on the corners and
Yeah,
shit,
I
like
don't want to spook it.
fucking just like making sure, or not even like spook it. Like I'm not trying to get attacked.
Yeah, give me some room to
Like
run.
yeah, give me some room to like back the fuck up. Like what the fuck, man? and I was swinging wide, and then I kind of like got towards like the your door, and like I walked around a little bit, and he like had walked out a little bit into the light, and I was like, ooh, fucker. Like you fucking fucker. Like goddamn. He wasn't like fat, but he was pretty lean to be honest.
But a full
But
raccoon.
fucking raccoon.
Like the bands of white and
Yep.
brown and black.
I saw his
and all
little
that shit.
face. And
Here's
I
a
was
raccoon.
like, what the fuck?
I don't think I've seen a raccoon out here.
And then it fucking scurried off, and I was like, "Oh, hell no, hell no!"
When you came up.
And then I
You're
fucking
like, "Dude,
walked
I
in, and
just
I was
saw
like, "Dude, there's a fucking
You just
raccoon in your fucking complex. Like he lives here. He's
Uh-huh.
around.
Yeah.
Like he's around here
Yeah. Yeah.
still right now.
Yeah, there's enough to eat for him. You know, he's able to find enough to eat right around here. This is where he lives.
I wonder what it's like to have that good of a nose.
Man. It's got to be awesome.
Not really though. You can smell like shit, like poop, like doo doo.
yeah, but you literally can build like an image of some creature by your smell. Like it sees it's.
You
That's
can
how,
like
it's one of its
know
greatest
like
senses.
you can like know what's like near you.
Yeah, and like a dog's nose is the most powerful sense. So it's like eyes aren't as good as its nose. I think of like a snake, you know, when a snake sticks out its tongue.
Yeah, like our eyes are really good though, but like why did our eyes get really good?
I don't know. I think we needed them to. I mean, necessity's the mother of invention. You know what I mean? Like when you need something, your body would like work on that and develop it over generations because it's like we really need to be this. I mean, our eyes are tight. Like
Yeah.
they're really good. Like a rattlesnake's eyes are garbage. It sees more with its tongue out than it does with its eyes. That's why the rattlesnakes just like strike in an area to freaking put their fangs out, and you're like, you're not even close. Like you're 3
Well,
feet
like
away.
relatively in your area, it just can't strike far enough usually.
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't see exactly where you are,
No,
even when it's
no,
looking
no,
at you.
yeah.
It's blurry. So, but that smell, like they say, a hound dog is like,
Yeah, greyhound.
or not a greyhound, but a hound dog, like a real like basset hound dog.
Like
The
a
greyhounds
bloodhound.
are the
A
yeah, the
bloodhound.
bloodhound. Yeah, the greyhounds are the ones that they race around the track and chase the fake rabbit, and after they've
Oh shit, like the super speed dogs.
yeah, they're super fast. Yeah, and then the person that owns the freaking dog track, like once about every 3 years, just digs a mass grave out in the desert and throws like 400 of them in there. They're all dead.
What? Why? What?
Yeah, that's what it used to be. That's why all the dog tracks are like getting shut down.
What the fuck are you talking about? Then?
Yeah, that's why
400? Why?
because they're all done. They're all toast, and they're still having to feed them to keep them alive, but they don't run anymore. They're all cooked from running their ass off for freaking 3-4 years. So when they reach like 7 or 8, that's why that Greyhound rescue thing's at the Renaissance Fest. That's why they always have those greyhounds out there to like rescue a greyhound and make it like your dog because they're like super chill and they're nice. Because
Jesus
people like
fucking Christ.
yeah. When I first moved here, when I like literally like every 2 years there would just be like a mass grave would be found like out in the desert, and it'd have like 400 dogs in it. Yeah, because the people that own the racetracks and the people that bred the dogs would just like all these dogs were done, and they would just like whack them and freaking take them out and throw them in a hole and bury them. Someone will come across it and dig it up. Like, it's under investigation. Oh, maybe it's turf paradise. Maybe it's the people that own the dog track.
Yeah.
I'd start with them.
Shit.
I'd start with them.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was awful. They show pictures of it and stuff. It'd just be awful.
Oh man.
That's how they used to get rid of them. That's why they do like Greyhound rescue. But they're just gonna do it. They're gonna do away with dog racing. Okay, done. Dog racing. How long? Let's do an over under. Horse racing. I mean, how long?
I don't know. I think it's still sought after.
Well, obviously, I mean, people are spending a shitload of money to breed the horses, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Like, I think it's fascinating that like we've gotten away from all these things as animal cruelty.
I don't know. I
and
give it
abuse and
maybe
all
like
this.
another 25 years.
I don't know, man. I think like maybe 10.
2050.
You're just like smacking an animal on the ass to get it to run faster.
Yeah, but then it's done forever.
Done forever doing what? I mean,
Chill.
a horse just wants to like
Have
walk
more
around.
babies.
I'm just saying, a horse just wants to walk around the pasture and like eat, hang out with other horses.
Like run around. They still like to go fast. I want to go fast.
Who wants to go fast?
I want to go fast.
I want to go fast.
You'll be the
Dude, I don't
fastest
think-
man in space flight. You know, they're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
encourage me
Yeah. No,
that
they're saying because they don't want me to understand how insane their plan
really is. So they're
because
I like how it sounds.
No
but
time in history do scientists ever use the word fast. Okay, that's just not physics. It's not in physics. It's not fast. He's like, I know what they're doing. They think it'll distract me. That I'll like the way it sounds. Like fastest human ever traveled. And I do like the way it sounds. I like it a lot. I'm not going to tell them that.
That movie is great.
Mark Watney, Space Pirate. It's so good.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's good. It's Ridley
Matt
Scott.
Damon's
Dude.
good.
He's funny, dude. He's funny. So
It's too bad he didn't get a statue for like best sci-fi.
yeah. Well, he was up for that for best comedy.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Comedy is crazy.
But it was funny as shit. We still quote it, and we quote the funny lines because he was funny as shit. He did ask us to call him Captain Blondebeard. Well,
Yeah, he explained
He
it.
explained it. He explained it. Yeah, it's good stuff. Where are we at here? Whoa. All right.
Yeah, we've been
been good.
trekking.
It's
We've
been
been
good.
trekking pretty good. Yeah, not bad.
So do we have a little more time?
No, I mean we can go for however long we would like.
Well, I'm just saying. I would like to give some, today's Cinco de Mayo, but yesterday was May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th.
And
No, we could
Star
let's
Wars
dive
Day.
into it a little bit.
Okay.
Your favorite.
We were having a discussion.
Oh, okay.
We were having a
I'm
discussion
okay with this.
about Star Wars and our favorites and
The last three, I'm just
the
gonna
best.
stop you right there. Last three are the fucking absolute most atrocious garbage movies in the
Okay.
entire
And my argument is that
series ever.
that might be very well true, but like I said that
I think a
is it-
lot of people are gonna be mad at you for this one.
is Rise of Skywalker. Is it Rise of no, right? What-
Yeah.
Is Rise
Yeah,
of
Rise
Skywalker,
of Skywalker.
number
Rise of
the last
Skywalker
one?
is 8.
Okay, so 7
The
is
last Skywalker is 9.
okay. So Rise of Skywalker is Luke in the Galapagos.
Force ghosting like all the way across the universe and
Okay.
then dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used up all his like life energy.
Yeah. Fucking so dumb.
Okay. My argument that I think that is a better movie than Clone Wars.
It isn't.
Okay.
It isn't. Because
Alright.
fucking Clone Wars, Coliseum scene is sick. Boba Fett getting his head taken off is so baller.
See, I don't think that
The
the
Jango
Coliseum
Fett-
scene is so good.
The Jango Fett fight, or not the
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 Django,
Count Dooku
the
Count Dooku
Django
fight.
and Obi-Wan on the water planet is legit.
or Boba.
No, Boba is the kid. He bails in the spaceship. Obi-Wan kills
Oh.
Django.
Jango Fett.
Django was the clone.
Yeah, Django's the clone of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, he's the clone that makes all the freaking stormtroopers. Okay, Django is the one that Obi-Wan kills right there. And Boba is a little kid but takes off in the ship.
Yeah,
Gets away.
Mace Windu.
Okay,
takes his
that's
shit out.
good. The Dooku fight in the cave is
The Dooku
good.
fight's good because then you get a little bit of.
Well, that's when Anakin gets his hand chopped
yeah, and you get a little bit of Yoda action too.
And then Yoda comes in there and freaking
And like saves them.
yeah.
And
But
then they escape.
Dooku gets away.
Dooku does get away.
I don't like the Coliseum scene. I just don't like the scenes between freaking Natalie Portman and
Dude, Natalie
frickin-
Portman is so hot.
Okay, she's hot. She is, and she's great for the movie. But like,
Dude, it's so Riz.
stop.
It's so fucking
so
good. It's
not-
so fucking
dude,
good. It's so
stop
fucking
with
good.
the Riz and the fucking floating pear scene. Stop.
So
Quit.
baller.
Quit.
It's so baller.
My son
Oh,
seems
girl,
to think.
girl, what up? Girl, what
Yeah,
up? I'm
oh.
gonna show you my force powers.
Oh,
you
Obi-Wan.
wanna know what? You wanna know what else I can do with the force?
Shut the fuck up. Stop with that. Here, have a pear. Obi-Wan would be so mad if he knew I was doing this. Dude, shut up. It's so, God, it's so awful. Let's go have a picnic in the field with the wacky Naboo space cows all walking around, and I'll go ride one. Dude, that movie sucks. Its cool parts are outweighed by its
Dude,
suckiness.
and then what do you mean? Annie going and killing all those sand people is kind of badass.
Okay. All right. All right.
Do you think, dude, the Leia scene is so bad in Rise of Skywalker. It's so bad. It's so bad.
You know what? We were talking in the last episode about like your ability to address your mistakes and be wrong, and
like,
force.
What? She's never had force powers ever.
But she does have force. She does too. She does in Jedi. She does in Empire. When he reaches out, remember when he falls out of Cloud City and he's
like a little bit, like
whatever. He's like Leia, and she's like, we gotta go back, and they're all like, we're not fucking going back there. Are you crazy? And she's like, no, we have to go back. We gotta get Luke, and then Lando is like, no, we ain't going back. And then Chewie's like, I'll rip your fucking arms out and kill you right now. And Chewie's like, and he's like, all right, okay, I guess we're going back.
Those movies are great, dude.
Okay, and they go back and get him, and then in Jedi, when he tells her in Ewok City, he tells her, up in the playhouse in the treehouse, the little,
the little bungalow,
little Fisher Price playhouse.
Fisher Price, shut up, bro. Dude, that fucking Ewok City is so tight.
Dude, it's fat. The Ewoks suck though. That should be.
Dude, the Ewoks are baller. I don't give a fuck.
That should be Kashyyyk, dude. It should be Kashyyyk, which it was in the books. Should be Kashyyyk. You can see a freaking Chewbacca fucking up a stormtrooper. But a fucking Care Bear rolling sticks down a hill that takes out Imperial Walker? Stop. That doesn't make any sense.
AT's getting like smashed.
Dude, no, not the Care Bears. Not Rainbow Bear and Share Bear. No, stop. George Lucas.
Dude, he needed to make a bag
I
off
know,
the last one. He was like, I need to make a bunch of these plushies.
Yeah, dude, he made a bag, dude.
Plushies,
I had a bunch of that shit. So I'm ready. I'm ready now to admit my faults. I need to cleanse myself. Clone Wars is better.
Clone Wars is better than Rise of Skywalker. Those 3 movies are fucking absolutely horrible. The fact that Disney even thought that the last one was going to be good was insane. Oh, me and Rey are going to combine our force cum to like create like the Emperor, Supreme Emperor. Fucking that, you just ruined the Anakin Skywalker prophecy. You just ruined it. So he didn't balance the force.
No, and he didn't die.
Yeah, and the Emperor didn't die.
He died.
I mean, and yeah, they had him hooked up to that fucking Matrix machine there, and the end he has fucking all white eyes, and he's just like, that fucking shit sucks so bad.
Like
that shit sucks
I don't even
so
know who
bad.
directed it or wrote it, but like, did you just watch like 3 other sci-fi movies like the night before and then decide to write
Just
it?
like, fuck.
I just
dude,
watched
this
Matrix.
So sick. This shit's gonna be so sick, guys. I got an idea.
I don't even remember that movie. Like, I don't even like.
I remember it because it was so
saw it in
fucking
the theater,
bad.
right?
Yes, we saw all 3 of them in the theater because we were like, "Fuck, man, maybe this one will be better." No.
Epic fail.
No, they got worse. They got worse.
Okay, let's talk about some of the. There's some. Let's talk about redeemable stuff.
Redeemable stuff. Okay. Cinematography, CGI, all that shit, baller as fuck. We got some great Millennium Falcon scenes throughout all 3 of those movies.
I said that I liked the female badass like stainless steel
Dude, I
stormtrooper.
fucking hated every single new character in all 3 of those. Captain Phasma is a fucking bitch.
Okay.
She didn't do shit the entire time. There's no story. There was no story about her. How did she get to where she was at?
And then there's no reason for her.
And I just thought
she looked cool. I just thought that the outfit was cool.
Yeah, because the First Order.
Didn't she have like on a red cape but she was like a stormtrooper, but she was like running the show?
She had like a whole stormtrooper outfit. But it was like chrome.
Yeah, but it looked cool. You don't think it
Dude,
looked cool?
No.
Oh, that
it
looked
looked
cool.
so gay.
Oh, you look at like.
It looked so dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wanted something, and I like the pilot. You didn't like the pilot,
Dude. I'm telling you, I didn't like any of that shit. It's fucking terrible. You serious?
Okay.
Like I love Star
So
Wars.
you didn't like that?
Like I love Star Wars.
So you didn't like that? No, I didn't like any of it. Not any. Not one thing. I didn't like. I didn't like when they played the Imperial March, even though I love it. But it was in that movie, so I didn't like it that moment.
They play the Imperial March in those
Dude, it's
movies?
always the Imperial March is in every movie.
I don't think they did in those movies. They
Same.
came up with their own freaking score.
Yeah, dude. Those three movies.
Yeah,
are
those
just
3 movies are fucking so bad.
garbage.
Like they are garbage. I mean, I don't even think we didn't even
Who
buy them on
greenlighted it?
disc.
Who green lighted that? I don't even know. I mean, it's bad.
You know, J.J. Abrams got fired after the first one got released because everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
Did you think we didn't see the first Star Wars,
yeah,
asshole?
Yeah, what? It's the same thing.
So you guys fucking like
Oh,
grabbed the
you
Millennium
know,
Falcon and then blew up the Death Star?
Yeah, grab the Millennium Falcon, you know. You got like this like kind of force sensitive like hero goes through, meets their like kind of little love interest almost, and then has like 2 love interests with like Kylo Ren, like communicating with her through like the force. Like it was so fucking bad. I don't even like.
And then she kicks the fuck out of Kylo Ren at the end of the movie in that like forest when they fight.
Yes,
when
and
the
then
planet's,
Finn
like,
like tries to
deteriorating.
fight Kylo Ren too. Oh, it's so bad.
And then Kylo Ren, well, he's wearing a mask, but he doesn't even need to wear a mask.
No, he's just like a Darth Vader fanboy.
Yeah, he's a total fanboy. Like
He's
what
like,
the fuck? Yeah, and
he's
like
like,
breathing
oh,
like Darth Vader.
I'm
and he-
fucking Vader. Don't
Yeah.
fuck with me.
Yeah, I mean, like it was like a fucking. It was
My
like
grandfather's Darth Vader. You know who I am?
Yeah.
It's like a little fucking kid walking
Yeah,
into
it's-
like
yeah, it's awful.
the
It's awful.
fucking
and
the
it's like, what are
fucking
you? What
business
are
and
you?
being
Are you
like-
going for like the full Bane mask?
Dude,
Like I'm
it
not
was so
even. I'm
bad.
not even gonna have the voice of Bane. I'm just gonna have the whole mask, and it's gonna sound like Darth Vader. But I don't. I mean, Darth Vader's face was fucked up, and he couldn't breathe on his own, so
And
he
that's
needed
why
that
he
shit.
had the fucking That's why he
All
had
his
like the
shit.
fucking face mask. And
All his shit kept him alive.
all that stuff and the whole.
But
pad
Kylo Ren
right
like
here.
takes it off, and you're like, what? Why do you have a? If you don't have to wear a mask, why are you wearing it? You could still be a badass. Like
If anything, it probably
like,
makes you
Sith
a
Lord.
shittier fucking
can't see as well.
Jedi. Yeah, because it made Anakin a shittier Sith
yeah,
to have all of that shit.
no, you don't need that shit. You're just a badass. I mean, you see
So
Darth
dumb.
Maul, dude. He had a fucked up
Yeah,
face,
and Kylo
he
Ren,
wasn't putting on no
At
mask.
the end of the 9th one, he comes out of like nowhere in like full Jedi garb,
yeah,
in like all the light side garb, and he's like, "We can take him down together. It's the power of friendship." Like, are you fucking kidding? You fucking kidding?
the power of
God damn it!
the power of diversity, friendship.
So
loyalty.
fucking bad. It's so bad.
The Empire is not about socialism. That's all I know. They just want to kick ass. I mean, all right.
fucking
So
terrible.
let's get off that. Let's cleanse ourselves. So
Dude, I don't think we
what's
could.
number
I don't
one?
think we could.
What's
cleanse,
number one?
I don't think we could cleanse
What's your
ourselves
number one?
of that.
I can't give a number one, but I can give a top five. What's
I
your
can
top
give,
five?
I can give another one. I can give a number one.
Okay, I know what your one number. Okay, so your number one is
Episode 3.
okay.
Episode 3 is fucking tight all the way through.
35.
Tight as fuck. The beginning is so sick. Where they go fight in the space battle. You fight in that shit with the fucking astro droids,
Yeah,
and then
little
you
boss and
then you
shit.
skim into General Grievous's fucking like drone, like flagship. Like that is so tough. That shit is sick. That's a sick ass scene, and he like almost kills Obi-Wan by like dragging his ship all over each other's ships.
Yeah.
Like that part's sick. And then they fight those destroyers going up, like trying to get in, and then.
It crashes, but like Anakin's massive skill of being a pilot allows him to land that shit. On
Yeah,
the
he
planet.
fucking lands that shit. It like breaks in half, and then like they like lose their heat shield
Yeah.
because they lose power.
And then Obi-Wan is like, I think we've lost something. Okay. That's your
Yeah.
number one. That's
and
your
he
number
fucking,
one.
dude. And what are you talking about? Is that my number one? Yes. How is that not your number one, bro? Like that shit is peak. And then it shows like the whole progression of like Chancellor Palpatine,
Yeah,
like
Anakin,
fucking
that's
like
good.
twisting Anakin's
It's
brain
good.
and mind and
Look,
all that.
there's
And
no better lightsaber fight. The best lightsaber fight
fucking
ever
Mustafar fight is
is
fucking
yeah,
legendary. It
yeah.
is. It is like
No
it's
one,
like
nothing.
15 minutes of just pure baller
I think it's longer
lightsaber
than
fight.
that, dude. It's epic.
Dude, it's fucking so sick.
But I think my favorite is still. I don't know, man. I think my favorite's still
Still
like
Star Wars?
no. Empire is probably, if I had to name my number one, is Empire. It's just so dark. And like you were so optimistic, and it frazzled my brain in the theater. Like I left the theater crying. I was 8. My dad had to like bitch slap me to fucking reel it in because I was emotionally damaged from the fact that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's dad. I struggled with that.
I mean, that's got to be a crazy
I
fucking
mean,
thing.
that scene was just absurd. Like everyone loved Luke. Like Luke's just like pure, like amazing, like young kid that just doesn't know what the fuck's going on, but he's like powerful with the Force, and Obi-Wan's like guiding him, and he loses Obi-Wan in Star Wars, but he's still like this badass, and like everything about it was like legit. And all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? Wait, what? No, I'm your father. I am your father. And you could see it in his face. He's like, knows it immediately, but he's like, no. He was saying what everyone in the theater was saying. That's impossible. That can't be That can't be true.
Yeah, like the most
You can't-
evil guy ever.
Like I don't know. I
in the
never met my
entire
dad, but
galaxy.
so the guy that I'm totally fighting against before I even met him or saw him is my dad. That's not possible. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. And he does. He's like, fuck.
Force.
And then even when he's back on the Millennium Falcon, when they go get him, and like Darth
like,
is
"What
reaching
happened?
out,
Like,
and
what
Darth is
happened?"
reaching out to him, and he's like, Father. You know, like he knows it's his dad. And his dad's still alive. You think your dad's dead? Darth Vader killed him. No, he is Darth Vader. Whoa, I'm gonna need a little time to process this. That's some fucked up shit. So that's what I like about Empire, because it was just so sad, and it was so like you were like.
So the first one is what? They just are fighting the Empire, and then they like destroy the Death Star, right?
Yes, they had the plans, and they knew that if they launched a freaking torpedo down that hole, like if they could get a perfect shot,
The exhaust port.
they would be able to freaking blow the Death Star up.
And Luke does it without the tracking system.
Yeah, he turns it off.
He forced
Because
it.
Obi-Wan is talking to him, and he's like, use the Force. And he fucking turns they're like, he's turned off his tracking system. It's like, it's okay. I got it. Everyone's like, okay. And it's like those photon torpedoes just go like right down that hole perfectly. But you're Luke Skywalker, so you can pull that shit off. I mean, most of us the shit would impact on the surface. And
It's also really surprising that Mark Hamill didn't do anything after that, after being such a fucking legend.
I think that because they did the first movie, and then after that, Lucas, he basically through the studio earned the right to make the next two. And when he did that, he just tied them into freaking profits off of the movies. So they didn't have to spend as much money to get the movie made. And they all were like, yeah, we're good. We'll just, whatever. We want kickbacks. I mean, they all got so mega paid that they were just like, okay, whatever. And Mark Hamill did some other stuff. He did a few other things. He did, it might have been before Star Wars that he did this. He did a movie. It was called Corvette Summer. Like it's this shitty 70s movie. And he built this like sick ass Corvette, like with his like high school shop teacher. Like they were both into cars, and they made this like fat, because all Corvettes are fiberglass. So they're easy to like work on body wise. And they built this thing. It's called Corvette Summer, and they built it, and it's sick. And he he graduated because the car was like so fat and all this shit. And then someone like fucking steals it from the high school like parking lot. This like fat Corvette.
Oh shit!
And he spent the whole movie is like him like trying to find his Corvette that he like worked on and built. And it's called Corvette Summer. It's fucking awful. I mean, the movie is just so stupid. I mean, it's so ridiculous, but I mean, it's fucking funny, and it's Mark Hamill who became Luke Skywalker, so it's like relatively entertaining. But he didn't do that much. But I don't think he had to. I mean, after Jedi, dude, you're just like. But it's kind of cool because like Mark Hamill got in a really bad car accident and almost died, And that's how he got the scars on his face that he went into Empire with. And when
We're at the end of Empire.
the beginning of Empire, that's when the fucking on Hoth, that's when the fucking Chupacabra, the Yeti, the Skookum fucking claws his face off. The Skookum gets him. That's why they wrote that scene
It's
in
a
there.
sick scene.
Yeah, and that's how he got clawed in the face, and that's where scars came from. Because remember, he's in that like liquid with the thing on, and then he comes out and
It's
he's
like
got the
his, like,
scars.
spit. It's like the Yeti's like spit and like saliva and
Yeah,
stuff.
so they had to clean him up.
He like
So that's
hung
what
him upside
that's
down
what happened.
to,
Because they were
kill
like,
him.
how did Luke Skywalker get all like carved up? Well, of course, he almost got eaten by a fucking skookum. You know, you'd get fucked up if you almost get eaten by a skookum.
Skookum.
I love skookum. For those who don't know, the skookum
Fucking
is
folklore.
a big,
It's goddamn folklore.
is a Bigfoot, but Pacific Northwest, and that's where Bigfoot's from too. But like, it's more of a, I think, Washington State is the skookum, and then there's the Yeti. The Yeti is more of a snowbound, kind of an abominable snowman, like in Rudolph, or like a giant
Dude,
fucking scary polar bear.
More like Monsters Inc., dude.
Yes.
Snow cones.
Yes. So he's kind of like a you know, what is a Sully? Not Sully. Was it Sully? Was the big guy?
Yeah.
But he's like him, but he's all white. So yeah, that's kind of what attacked Luke on Hoth, was like a giant, kind of like a polar bear. You know.
No, that thing was like a fucking Yeti.
He was a Yeti, but like he was like white, like from a snow planet, so he
Yeah.
could be disguised. Yeah, that thing was badass though, dude. Luke fucked him up.
Cut his arm off.
Yeah,
And he got out of there.
Got out of there, and then he dies, and that's when Obi-Wan is like, you got to go to frickin', you know, you got to go to find Yoda, the Jedi Master,
Dagobah.
the Dagobah system.
And he's like, Dagobah.
No cities.
Dagobah.
No, Dagobah. And that's when Han freaking
Han's like, Luke.
cuts him open.
Luke.
It's like, hey.
No, he cuts open his freaking yarmulke or whatever.
Not his
Tama.
fucking yarmulke. You know, fucking yarmulke. He wasn't wearing that little Jewish hat. What are you talking about, yarmulke, dude?
I meant llama or whatever.
Not a llama. It's a tauntaun.
The tom-tom.
Hey, your tauntaun's gonna freeze before the first marker. Then I'll see you in hell.
He's like,
Dude.
and it's like,
He's like, this might smell, kid. It'll keep
Starts
you warm when I
gurgling.
build the shelter. And
starts
he's like,
gurgling open.
he's like, oh, I thought they smelled bad on the outside. So my top 5: Star Wars New Hope, Empire, Rogue One, by far. Okay. Jedi, Revenge of the Sith. Not necessarily in that order.
all right.
So the first 3, which are the second 3, but the first 3, and then Revenge of the Sith, and then freaking Rogue One.
I mean, yeah, no, that's definitely like the top 5 for sure.
And
No, it's not for me. I don't know. I got
Sith is in there.
Yeah, Sith is in there,
You
right?
love Jedi, dude. You love Jedi. Jedi was your favorite forever.
Yeah, Jedi was my favorite for a while.
Before Revenge of the Sith.
Before Revenge of the Sith, because I couldn't. I don't know. I think I like fights more now.
Well, the lightsaber fight in Jedi in front of the Emperor is pretty good. And that
It's not bad.
That whole exchange is
It's
solid.
not bad. It's
And
not
the
bad.
Emperor's
He's like flipping
super evil.
around. Yeah, and the Emperor's like super dark sided out. Like,
Yeah,
just fucking
like sinister
yeah.
and just evil. And
He's
Darth doesn't
super
say
evil.
much. He's just like being
Yeah.
like his master's apprentice. Like, and then when Luke is hiding because he doesn't want to fight him anymore, he's like, "I want to
And
kill
then
you,
he's like-
Father."
And then he's like, "Oh,
"Sister."
sister," and he's like, "No."
"Oh, sister, your feelings have betrayed her as well." And then he freaks out. And he's like, "If you will not change, perhaps she will."
And he's like, "Never, never."
Then he kicks the shit out of him. And he's like, the Emperor's like, "Very good. Very good. Now kill him and join me at my side and become my new apprentice." And he looks at his saber, and he looks at the hand that Darth chopped off, and he looks at Darth like half freaking robot anyway. And he's
With
like,
his hand chopped
yeah,
off.
you know what I mean? He's like, that's what he turns off his saber. He throws it. I'm a Jedi, like my father.
Before me.
I will never join you.
Yeah.
And out comes something we had never seen before called Force Lightning.
That shit's sick.
Yeah.
Force lightning is sick.
Another scene in Sith is with Windu, dude. Unlimited power.
Fucking zaps his shit out the window. Yeah.
Like picks him up with
The lightning.
Force lightning. Like grabs him and picks
Probably
him up.
force and force lightning.
And chucks him out the freaking window.
Yeah.
See ya. Windu out the window.
Samuel L. Jackson
Yep.
later.
Sorry. You do have a really cool purple lightsaber. That's kind of badass.
Yeah, he was able to tap into the dark side and the light side.
Yeah, it was good. It's good stuff.
It's
All
so
right.
funny though. Mace Windu or Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, you know, George, if I come do a movie for you, I want a fucking purple lightsaber.
I need to have some point of differentiation.
Yeah, like I need to be different.
Yeah, a little bit.
That fucking fight is so good. Dude, that movie is so good. Episode 3 is baller.
It's good. And
Episode 3 is probably my favorite. Then it goes Jedi. Then I go probably Empire, Star Wars. And then episode 1.
Phantom Menace?
Yeah.
Over Rogue One?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Because the lightsaber fight is good and
What, with
Mace and Obi-Wan. Or Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
yeah, against freaking
Yeah. Darth Maul's dope.
Darth Maul's
The
cool.
dual-sided lightsaber is totally sick.
Yep. Darth
Never
Maul's
saw
good.
that before.
And the pod races are good.
Pod race is good.
Pod race is good. I like the Doug, and I like the interaction with where Anakin works with that guy. He's
Yeah,
like
that
being all
fucking
shady.
flying
that
guy, and
flying
he's like,
fucking,
"Rrrr."
He's like, what are you, some kind of Jedi waving your hand at me? I'm a Tidarian. They don't work on me. He's like, no, Republic credits will be good. You some kind of Jedi waving your hand?
It's actually funny.
That's good. That was pretty good.
So what? It's like if your brain is more powerful than like
I don't know, maybe certain species or something like just
can't be affected
Yeah.
by the Force like that.
I mean, I think the thing about it, like with the
because then like
stormtroopers
Luke
and
tries
shit,
to do it on Jabba,
yeah,
and Jabba's like,
and maybe the Force was on the weak minded, and I think because those are all stormtroopers, which are all freaking clones, maybe their brain power just wasn't as solid. Like you clone something, it's physically there, but mentally it's not as strong as like the original.
yeah,
It's like a copy. I don't know, but it sure worked on those freaking stormtroopers when they're in Los Eisley when they're trying to get out of there. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Yeah.
These aren't the
droids.
these aren't the droids we're looking for. Move along.
He can go about his business. Yeah. Go about your business. Move along. Move along.
Move along.
Move along. It looks like, yo, man, I thought we were cooked there, dude. The Force is powerful on the weak minded. It's so good.
Shit is so good.
So good.
All right.
Sweet.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
This was a good long one. Yeah, we went on a few topics. Pretty good.
Hey, we're pro Mando. Just take a shower too.
Yeah. No, I'm not fucking pro Mando because then you got an excuse to fucking not wash your stinky fucking ass. All right. You need to wash your shit up. All right. Like, let's be real. You need to clean. Today's world, like, there is a lot of water that is accessible. Maybe not hot water, but there's water. And I bet you there's soap at, everywhere in the world now.
Even water's pretty good on its own.
Even water's pretty good.
I mean,
A little rub down, a little scrub down. Yeah, that shit works.
clean it up.
Clean that shit up.
Clean it up.
All right. Well,
Public service announcement.
public service announcement.
Wash your shit.
Jesus Christ, it's terrible that we even have to say that, like, in today's age.
I'm fascinated by it. It's very interesting.
Very.
Go back the other way. No, we don't. Let's not devolve. No devolving. Evolve. Do not devolve. Okay, that's where we're heading.
All right.
Stay strong.
Yeah. Stay strong, guys. Have a good night.
Later.
Go ahead and fucking we don't usually say this, but I'm gonna start saying it. Go subscribe, go like the video, comment, give us some suggestions. We always love topics. We don't really run a script, so if anyone has anything that they want us to talk about, feel free. Drop it down below.
Yeah.
Other than that, have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Peace out.